Welcome to this week's LeviTV, Parshas Bahalotcha. At the very end of this parsha, we find a very interesting story. The story of Miriam when she gets leprosy. She gets tzara. For 7 days, she has to remove herself from the camp and go outside of the camp. While she's outside of the camp, the parsha very distinctly at the second to last verse of this week's portion says how the nation did not travel. When Miriam comes back into the camp, then the nation traveled. Now there's a beautiful Rashi over there which discusses why did they not travel while Miriam was outside of the camp. And Rashi goes on to say how God accorded her this honor. God literally honored her for this. Why? Because when Moses was put down in the basket, going back in time when Moses was put down in the basket, cast out into the Nile, and the daughter of Pharaoh found him, Miriam stayed behind to watch what happened, to see where her brother would end up. Because she did that, God made it that the Jews didn't have to travel until Miriam came back into the camp. So what's the lesson to learn from this? Well, quite swiftly, this is an amazing lesson. Miriam only watched after Moshe about 70 plus years previous to this event. Hashem paid her back 80 years later by not forcing her to follow after the camp while they traveled, but waiting for her to get healed and come back into the camp and travel along with the rest of the nation. What does that mean to us? Hashem can repay us tens of years later. Doing a good deed now, even though we won't see the immediate benefit, remember who's paying you back. God is the one paying you back. God could pay you back tomorrow. God could pay you back in 10, 15 years from now. You never know what fruits you will see from the deeds you do. So get out there, even if it's something small, get out there and do something, because who knows what profit you'll see.
I'd like to thank you for watching this week's LeviTV, and hope to see you next week.
God.